Hey there, thanks so much for dropping by my website. My name is William. I'm the local SEO pro. A little bit about me. I've been doing SEO since about 2001. In 2010, I opened up my agency, Local Search Technology, to specifically help local businesses rank their websites on Google. And then I expanded my services to paid search, to display ads, to reputation marketing, to social media. So I've done all facets of the digital marketing arena, so to speak. So there's no doubt that I know in my mind that I can help you. Over those 20 years of SEO, I've created a system. It's just a blueprint that works every time when I follow it. So I don't care how tough your niche is, how long your business has been open or online, or how long your competitor has been ranking #1 or in the maps area. There's no doubt in my mind that following my system, you will achieve the first place rankings. Because a lot of the times there's loopholes or deficiencies, I should say, in your competitors' SEO. Sometimes they'll get to the top and then they'll fire their SEO people. That happens in our industry quite a bit, and so they'll just ride along until they drop off, and then they'll hire another SEO company and so forth. So for me, I've seen it all, and so what I've done with the local SEO pro, with this branding myself as the local SEO pro, what I've done is been able to have a system, and because I have a system, I can beat out my I can beat out my competition and offer you a competitive price, so where you won't have to, that you can afford the marketing, that it makes sense for you to continue to pay me month after month to keep you, or get you, and then keep you on the first page of Google. And then there's other traffic sources that we could take advantage down the road once you have the foundations outlined, right? You need a good foundation to build a house on. If you don't, your foundation is rocky, it's not good, you're not going to stand the test of time, right? The winds come down, it's going to blow the house down. So same thing with SEO. You have to have a good foundation. And most businesses out there, when I do an audit on them, they don't have a good foundation, or it's shaky, or it's lacking, or there hasn't been attention to certain things like citations or backlinks. So we're going to talk about just a couple of things, and then with that being said, if you'd like to do some business with me, you can fill out a form, and I can come up with a proposal for you. But let me show you just a couple of things on my screen. Okay, so what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to talk about Google. Hard time. Okay, so why are we going to talk about Google? Well, because since 2002, 2004, Google has been the reigning champ, the king of the hill, the King Kong of search, right? This is where everybody searches. Matter of fact, still to this day in 2020, 90% of searches are done through this platform. So doesn't it make sense that we need to concentrate on it? If that's where your customers, potential customers and clients are searching for your services, they're searching on Google. So we need to talk about Google. What we're going to do real quick, though, is we're going to open up an incognito window. And what happens there is that means that it doesn't track our previous searches and so forth. So I want to show you that I rank my own websites, right? I practice what I preach. And I do, matter of fact, any marketing at all, any marketing service that I offer, I do it for myself. So what I want to do, I have two websites I want to show you. So a keyword, a main keyword for me, for my company, is local SEO pro, right? I wanted to market myself as a local SEO pro. And so what I do, type in local SEO pro, and I'm going to show you something here. I come up first for local SEO pro. One of the things that was interesting when I picked out this, when I wanted to rank for local SEO pro, I really didn't do any research. And what I meant by that is that I didn't know there was a piece of software. It's not very good. The reviews aren't very good, except for the people that are trying to sell it. And matter of fact, I don't even think you can buy it anymore. I don't think this link goes anywhere anymore. But this was a piece of software that this guy had affiliates sell. Thousands of people are promoting the local SEO pro software, and so forth. But the bottom line, I'm #1, here. You can see my website right there. Not only that, is I believe I have an image. Yeah, this is one of my images that I got ranked too. So that's just one thing. And that is by the way, this is called a exact match domain. You're not supposed to be able to rank for an exact match domain. If you talk to any other SEO people out there and so forth, and they're just regurgitating information that they've seen on the internet and so forth. But I proved that wrong. And so, by the way, I do a lot of testing. I do a lot of education. SEO is it's getting to be a lost art. Organic SEO. Most people want to sell you pay-per-click ads and so forth because it's easy to manage. Once you dial it in, you're just managing it, and getting organically ranked. That's the hard part, along with being in the 3-pack in the maps area. So, and that brings us to our next search. Let me see, local SEO Peoria. It helps if I spell it right? And so, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I have my own advertising agency. It is Local Search Technologies, and you can see I'm the first in the map. When you can do this, by the way, that's a beautiful thing because it takes out all my competition. If you notice, it takes out all my competition, and boom, there I am. I don't even have to worry about the 3-pack right here. Usually there's the 3-pack. You have 3 companies right there, but when you can dominate like this. That's our goal. That's my goal for you, to get you right here. And I have reviews here and so forth. Now, why do I have the Local SEO Pro and the Local Search Technologies? Well, Local Search Technologies, if you call that number and you speak to Amy, Amy's going to charge you high retail, okay, our normal price of doing SEO. The Local SEO Pro, when I market myself as a local SEO pro, I'm usually bringing in people that are can't afford, don't have the budgets that Local Search Technologies customers do. So we cater to like podiatrists, cosmetic surgeons, dental implant specialists with Local Search Technologies. Those are high ticket items. A full boat of dental dentures. Or dental implants are like $35,000. So we can charge that particular individual, and it's a higher niche and more competitive and so forth as well. But I get them one customer and I'm paid for the year, right? So with them. So just to give you an idea why. But on your end, you have the opportunity to get the same service at going through the Local SEO Pro, okay? Especially now with the COVID-19, it's budgets are tight. Some businesses aren't doing all that great, and so I have a very low threshold of getting quality services. So I just wanted to show you that very quickly, that I practice what I preach. Okay, let's do a search. First of all, let's get back out of incognito because I don't have to prove. We're not going to be going to my own websites any longer. But let's do a search for painter in Scottsdale. All right, so what I want to show you here are the places where we can you can show up on the first page of Google, right? There's actually 3 places, and sort of in certain service industries, there's 4 places. So let's talk about this right here. So this is pay-per-click, right? The first 3 ads or so are pay-per-click. The next place is the maps, right? Or Google My Business. This is your Google My Business. And then as we come, this is what we call organic. All right? So these are the organic slots. And then there's more ads down here from Google. Now, one thing, I get some statistics here. 70 to 80% of people don't click on these ads. They click on organic as well as the maps. More and more room is going here for the maps area. The maps area is becoming very, very, it's prime real estate. And it takes actually 2 types of SEO to get in here in Google My Business and organically. They're different. Here you need a lot of citations and NAPs, what we call name, address, phone. And a lot of citations going back from different directories and so forth to get in the maps area. And you want to be in the maps area. This is interesting because now, did you take a look at this? This is not an organic map area. This is an ad. So again, this is it's a paid ad. And why don't people click on these as much as the organics? Well, because we know they're little salesmen, right? Because these people are paying to be there. But that tells you that keyword is desirable, because people don't pay for keywords for advertising that doesn't work, right? So we want to make sure that we get into the maps area as well as organic. Now think about it this way. This guy, we click on this, he's going to get charged anywhere from, I don't know, $3 to $10. I think painting this particular keyword could be be more than that, depending the quality of his page. But once you're listed in here, it's yes, you invested to get there. If you get a good SEO guy that knows what he's doing, and they can get you into that maps area, it's a click. I mean, let's say you're paying $300 a month. Boom, that's nothing, right? Your lead cost is dwindles down. But this guy gets paid dinged $10 every time somebody goes there. We could go click on that right now, and boom, ding. We have no intention of buying anything from or ordering his service. So these are the places. The point here is these are the places on Google where you can be. Paid ads, maps, organic. Now, depending on your budget, I would recommend what I teach. I teach the trifecta or the triangle. Imagine if you had your name here, your business here, like this guy does, your name here, but preferably organic. He's paying for this. And then down here as well. If you're looking for a painter in Scottsdale and you see this guy, Crash of Rhinos, 3 times on the first page of Google, Google is telling you that this guy, this is the best company, one of the companies that you should be talking to. Wouldn't you talk to him? You'd at least have to give him a call to get a bid, right? So that's the point. That's the beauty of being on the having 3 slots, or having all 3 positions or bases covered, so to speak, with SEO. That's how you got to do it. And then if you think about this, if you have 3 slots on there, you're knocking your competition off 3 slots of your competition too. So I teach that, and I've done that for 15 years. Once I figured that out, and it's a beautiful thing when you can do that. You get noticed, you get your phone calls, and so forth. Searching on Google and social media. Now, if you don't have the fundamentals straight on Google or on your SEO on your website, if you don't have a good foundation of SEO, search engine optimization for your website, as well as off-page SEO, backlinks and so forth, there's no reason for you to be on social media unless you have a good client base and you're promoting it. People don't go to Facebook looking for a painter. Now, it's okay. We don't want to not put our pictures up there and so forth of things that we can do, and that's beautiful. But people go when they have a problem that they need something fixed. They go to Google. When they have an issue with something, they need a plumber, or they're looking for a place to eat, they're going to Google. They're searching on Google. And so, again, that's why I always talk about we got to get the fundamentals right first before you go out and you want to do Facebook ads or something like that. And it's not that easy to do. It takes some time for those types of things to really dial it in and to make that to get that going. With organic SEO, as soon as you start working, you're going to see, and I have a reporting system that you log into. It's beautiful. It's state of the art. It cuts up everything. It reports. It has pie charts and everything. It's easy to read. Both you and I know at the end of the month, we know what we're doing. You're going to see your rankings go up and up, because as soon as I start making backlinks and citations for you, and get your website optimized properly with the meta tags and so forth, you're going to start coming up in the search engine. So it's interesting. It's neat to watch as you move up and you see the progress until finally, boom, we're on the first page. And you're going to see an increase in traffic right away as well. And again, that's all tracked through your Google Analytics. There's no room for wiggle room to fudge any numbers. Google tracks everything, and my system just connects to their API, just a fancy word of their coding, so that you can use my system just makes it easy for you to read the reports. Okay, so let's talk about backlinks. It's a main part of SEO. What is a backlink? Well, a backlink basically is a vote for you from another website that has well, there's citations and then there's backlinks. So let's go ahead and let's go to Yellow Pages.com real quick. Remember the Yellow Pages? All right, so let's go to Phoenix. Let's just go to Phoenix real quick. Go to a dentist. All right, so this is a citation, okay? It has a business name, and it's usually on a directory or a blog. A citation can be anywhere. So the name, and then here's the address and the phone number. Okay, so that's a citation, and we put hundreds, thousands. As time goes, the more citations you go. Now, there's popular citations that have more power. Websites have, Google gives more credibility to certain types of web pages, like yellowpages.com is an excellent place to have a citation. Okay, so that would be better than, Joe's lawnmower shop, okay, unless it was in Glendale, and we'll talk about that here in a second, or in Phoenix, I should say. So, but that's a citation, okay? And that's what we do. Now, you can do a lot of things with citations. Some directories allow you to put a video or a picture, and sometimes they have the link to it. Now, this, if it goes to their website, which it does, so that is a backlink, okay, on a very popular site, okay, with Yellow Pages. So that's what we do. So there's citations, and then there's backlinks. And the more backlinks you have from credible websites, Google, that's how you get raised up in Google, okay? And those are fundamentals that hasn't changed. How else can they decide, Google's algorithm decide that when someone is looking for a dentist in Phoenix, this is the page to show up? Well, it's the information that's on the page, of course, and then as well as other backlinks coming from different websites stating that this is like a dental place and so forth, okay? So just a little bit of information about what we do. Now, you can imagine to put this stuff in here, it takes about, depending on how it is, if the content's already up, you're putting special offers, directions, video, and so forth, that can take you anywhere between 20 to 40 minutes. And just think about doing that thousands. And so that's the main tedious part of SEO. The other part is knowing where to put your links. And that's where experience comes from. Because there's some places where you don't want your citation to be on, your business information to be on, because that's called negative SEO, and there's some shady characters that will knock down your rankings on putting your links on places that they shouldn't be, and those things that we manage as well. We monitor and we take a look at on there as well when we do our audit for you. The other thing that we need to talk about is authority. Yellow Pages is an authority site. It has a Google gives websites a number. They used to call it page rank and so forth. They say they don't do it anymore, but the bottom line is they do have criteria, and there's a hierarchy of certain websites are more credible than others, and so that's important for you to know. Again, to tap into my knowledge of those sites that have strength, that can pass what we used to call the link juice to your website, and that's how it makes your page rank, quote unquote, go up, or your website being an authority. And that's what we want to do. We make your website an authority more than your competitors, so that you rank higher, you get the eyeballs, you get the clicks. Now, the other thing that a benefit of working with someone that has some experience and that actually has assets and let me show you what I'm talking about here, is that this is a good link to have, and it may pass from Yellow Pages. We're just using this as an example, but another great link to have is local authority links, backlinks, or citations. And so, for example, this is a website that we own, a property that we own, Glendale Directory, but the point being here is, here's a way of, we own several of these properties, okay, that I've maintained for years. I have domains and properties that have been on the internet for over 14, 15 years, that have an authority with Google, and that I plug my customers into to get an immediate rank boost. Okay, so let's take a look here what we can do here with Jason's tree service. How about that? So we go here, and you see he has a full page, and there's his link going back to his website. Here's a citation, and it's local. So it's in Glendale Directory. That's what we call a hyper-local backlink. Okay, so that boosts him up for Phoenix and Glendale, Phoenix, Arizona. It really gives us a boost on these on these directory sites like that we have in other properties. For example, I'll show you another one. Right, here's another site where we can plug somebody in, and that they get a link back to their website. This isn't this is actually a backlink going to my website, and then let me see, Jason's Tree Services, and a glass company, and so forth. So these are sites. This site's probably about, I think this site's about 13 years old as well. So these are just things that we're talking about. I'm just letting you know, so that building a little bit of credibility with you, showing you, being as transparent as I can with you without divulging the secret sauce. And there is a secret sauce as well. So you get a lot of experience when you're working with me, and I definitely know the SEO environment and platform, and how to get your sites ranking. So with that being said, so I know this video is getting a little long, but I wanted to give you some information because we can't go meet face to face right now, and I know I can get a little bit long in the tooth, but feel free to check out the rest of my site. I did want to give you, I'd rather give you more information than not enough. If you're interested in working with me, or possibly working with me, feel free. The way I work out is that there's a form right here. It takes you about 30 seconds to fill out. It tells me a little bit about you. That way I can go do my due diligence, because I run reports, I do audits, I do a professional audit. I really take a look at your website, your digital footprint, what it is like right now, and then your competitors as well. And I'll take a look at the strengths and weaknesses of both, and then I come up with a proposal. And I'll tell you what, I have a system and a plan to fit almost anybody's budget. So with that being said, if you fill that out, I'll have a proposal in your email box within 24 hours for the most part. Okay, so we talked about backlinks, the importance of your potential clients are searching on Google. 90% of searches are done on Google. Hopefully you truly understand that that's how we find businesses these days, and so forth. And there's other aspects that I can help you out with, but the bottom line, we want to work with the fundamentals. We want to make sure that you have a good foundation first. So with that being said, I hope this was informative for you. If you have any questions, feel free to, there's another spot on the, when you fill out this form, there's a place where you can ask specific questions and so forth. I do have a phone number right there, but the best way for us to have an intelligent conversation, for both of us to help each other, is to fill out that form, and then I'll have something to talk to you about. Okay? Well, thank you so much once again. You have a terrific day, and I do appreciate you coming by, and I'll look forward to perhaps working with you.